No religion on earth that does not believe that Jesus was a prophet. The only problem they have is in believing that he is God, that he is a son of God. So they don't have any problem. I learned what happened in Pakistan many years ago. One young man went and burnt and insulted Jesus, and they burnt him alive because they say he shouldn't insult a prophet. But Jesus was more beyond a prophet. Jesus was Emmanuel, God with us. He came to die. For this reason was the Son of Man made manifest, to die, that he may destroy the works of Satan. So Jesus was not a prophet. Jesus was beyond a prophet. Jesus was God. That's why his name was called Emmanuel, God with us. He's God with us. He's God living in us. He's God forever. He's Ebenezer. He's our help. That's who he is. He's not a prophet. He's not a prophet. He's not in most of their books they wrote about him. But in our books, their own was not written. In most of their books, they wrote about him. They called him different names. I've had a little study of the religions of the world so that I can have balance. One of the things I noticed in our own, they were not written. In all their owns, they copied. But in our own, it was inspired. That is how when people tell you, what of all these other religions? They are religions. Our own is not religion. We serve a living God. Can't you see that the provocation is the name Jesus? The provocation is, who is this Jesus? That's where the problem is. If you say he's a prophet, all of them will agree. But if you say he's a son of God who died and he rose again, they get provoked because they don't believe that God has a son, but he's an incarnate of God. He said his name shall be called Emmanuel, which is God with us. That's why we sing the song, Emmanuel, Emmanuel. He is God with us, but right now he lives in us. Because they don't believe he is God. They don't even believe in the Holy Spirit of God that comes to live in us. So he is in their books. So don't be fazed when they tell you, we believe that Jesus is a prophet. But Jesus was not a prophet. You know, when our president 2 years ago said something about Jesus, he said that every Nigerian should believe that prophet Jesus. And he was saying it, and Christians were saying, good. My spiritual father, Dr. Yinka Yusuf, had a press conference and said they should go and tell him that Jesus was not a prophet. It is not a compliment if you call Jesus a prophet. Jesus was not like Jeremiah. Jesus was not like Isaiah. Isaiah spoke about him. Isaiah said unto us in Isaiah 7, a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. He shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Nobody called themselves Everlasting Father. Nobody called themselves Prince of Peace. So you're serving a living God. Don't allow them tell you on the internet, is Christianity the only religion? There are many ways to God. No, there are not many ways to God. Jesus said, I am the way. How many of you did JS 101? Is it I am a way? Is it not I am? What is the definite article? I am. So we have one truth, the truth. I am the life. So Jesus is the way, the what? The truth and the what? That is why we are persecuted.